So you want to know how long does it take to become an electrician? Electric dude here. I've been doing this for a long time, 35 years. So I can tell you, it just depends how you decide to go about it. There's a hard way that's going to take you a lot longer than going the easier route. And that the hard way is just to try to jump into it, get a job working for a contractor, and trying to learn it as you go. It's without any other kind of education. That's really hard. I can't even imagine trying to do it that way. It would take forever, and still you would never be really good. Uh, you would get more experienced, and you would certainly learn things, but you need to have more of an education. That's the most important part of being an electrician, because you don't want to be a poor electrician, because nobody wants to work with him. He's going to hurt himself and he's going to hurt others. So it's important to have that education, and the best way to do that is going to be through an apprenticeship. Apprenticeship is like 5 years. It goes fast, and during that time you only spend a small amount of time in school, and most of the time you're just working on the job with a journeyman that's helping you to learn. You're doing the same work he's doing right alongside of him. He's showing you step by step how to do it and what to watch for, and it's a much better route, and you'll learn it a lot faster. You'll become a good, well-rounded, educated electrician, which is very important because it's one of the more dangerous jobs if you don't know what you're doing. People get hurt. If it's not yourself, it's somebody that's working next to you. That when you make a mistake, they get hurt, and it's a bad deal. So you need to have that education, and that's going to be your best way to do it. It's going to save you a lot of time. In that 5 years, you're going to learn a lot. You'll be a journeyman at the end of it, but you still won't know everything. You'll never know everything. Even now, 35 years later, I'm still learning. You always learn something. If you stop learning, maybe it's time to be done with it, because there's always more to learn. So I hope that helps you to make your decision. There is another part of it too that you need to know is when times are bad, like they have been for the last several years since the 2008 crash. You don't always work. I spent a lot of time out of work in these last few years, and it can be hard when you spend. I actually spent more time out of work than I have working, and that's not the case everywhere. That's just in this area. But when times are bad, that can be really hard, because you can't save the money. You can't save enough money when you're working to get through the lean times. So I would suggest doing what I've done, looking at alternatives. I've been looking at ways to make money online. That way, I can work anywhere. I don't have to be here. I can go to anywhere I can get internet. And I've tried a lot of times over the years and never been able to find anything that worked for me until recently. I've come across a really good online program, and it's helped me tremendously. I'm in no time at all, I'm already making money, and I never have been able to make a dime in the past. So I was ready to give up until I found this, and I would suggest that you at least look at it as an alternative. You're obviously looking for a way to make a living, and so I would suggest looking at more than one thing. And electrician is a good trade when you're working. So just look at the other parts of it, and think about things before you jump into something. Have a look at this. If you go to successwithjeff.com, you can click the link or button below, and have a look at it, because it's really inexpensive to get into it, and right away you start making money, and it's a good deal. So have a look if you want. Otherwise, I hope I've helped you with the idea or the knowledge you need to make a decision as far as being an electrician, how long it takes. So good luck with whatever you decide to do, and we'll see you.